MotorWeek is made possible by Rock Auto.
We're well-documented fans of Chevrolet's new era Camaro. Since it arrived for 2010, we've tested and enjoyed V6s, V8s, and even a super-tuned ZL1. They all got our heartbeats racing. But when it comes to appealing to all our senses, the new Camaro Convertible wins hands down. So let's take the top down for a closer look. Chopping the top off an existing hardtop is always a sketchy proposition, as most car roofs greatly contribute to the stiffness and integrity of the vehicle's structure. Oftentimes, what you're left with is a great car for cruise night or trolling the beach, but one that twists like a wet noodle in corners and over potholes. The problem can be really bad when you start with a high-performance pony car. But this 2011 Chevrolet Camaro Convertible seems to have handled the transition very nicely. Designed with a convertible in mind from the start, body reinforcements include V-braces both front and rear to keep the body stiff, though minor cowl shake is still evident over rough roads. Our SS's optional 20-inch wheels didn't help matters. The aggressive look has certainly carried over, thanks to the wide, blacked-out grille with chopped headlights. But thanks to a compact top stack, the top-down profile is very smooth, more like a European drop top than Detroit iron. From the rear, it looks even wider and flatter than before. The trunk lid spoiler blends in nicely and hides the radio antenna, while the XM and OnStar shark fin moves to the deck lid. The back-end result is very clean, with dual polished exhaust tips and simulated diffuser as finishing touches. The power-operated cloth top has a Corvette-style single latch and folds in less than 20 seconds. The semi-rigid tonneau cover makes everything nice and neat. Now, the top is not as quiet as some we've experienced, which is bad for highway and traffic noise, but good for hearing the exhaust rumble. And here's a bonus. Visibility with the top up is not much worse, as it isn't that great in the coupe to begin with. That rumble exhaust note on our SS comes from the same all-aluminum 6.2-liter overhead valve V8 found in the coupe. It puts out tons of power, 426 horsepower to be exact, along with 420 pound-feet of torque. The 312 horsepower V6 is also available. Transmission choices are 6-speed automatic or our car's Tremec 6-speed manual. That combination was good for a 0 to 60 blast of 5 seconds and quarter-mile times of 13.4 seconds at 109 miles per hour, just a few ticks slower than our last SS Coupe test car. Despite all that power, launching is fairly easy, and the short-throw 6-speed shifter feels sturdy and manages shifts well. When it comes to handling, the convertible still turns in willingly and handles fine, but has a bit more of an awkward feel to it, as you never forget how big the car is and the fact that it weighs over 2 tons. The fully independent front and rear suspension is unchanged from the coupe and does do a good job of keeping roll to a minimum. Inside, not much has changed. There's the same retro-inspired dash we like so much in the coupe. However, too much grainy plastics also remain. But we still love the SS's auxiliary gauge 4-pack that sits in front of the shifter, and the available head-up display is a nice touch. Tunes come courtesy of a 9-speaker Boston acoustic system with a 10-inch subwoofer and includes full iPod integration. Rear seat room is hardly compromised at all, but the same can't be said about the trunk. Capacity drops to just 7.9 cubic feet when the top is stowed, and access is very tight. Government fuel economy ratings for our SS manual are 16 city and 24 highway. We managed a nice even 20 miles per gallon of regular with a somewhat restrained right foot. Pricing for the Chevrolet Camaro Convertible begins with the LTV6, coming in at $30,000. That's about $2,000 more than a base Ford Mustang convertible. The V8 SS starts at $37,500, but can easily be optioned to over $40,000. That is a lot of money, but fortunately you do get a lot of car for it. You'll also turn a lot of heads and put a few smiles on your own face as well. The 2011 Chevrolet Camaro Convertible is a great addition to the Camaro lineup. One that many people have been waiting for and one that will hit the road in anytime.